to this tutorial on common ethical principles in social work. In this tutorial, we'll be discussing 5 key ethical principles that guide social work practice. We will define each principle, present their features, and explain how they are used in social work. The first ethical principle we will be discussing is autonomy. Autonomy refers to the person's right to make their own decisions and choices. In social work, this principle means that clients have the right to make decisions about their own lives without interference from others. Some features of autonomy in social work include respecting the client's right to make decisions about their own life, obtaining informed consent from the client before starting any intervention, avoiding paternalism and coercion. The second ethical principle is beneficence. Beneficence refers to the obligation to do good and promote the welfare of others. In social work, this principle means that social workers have a duty to act in the best interest of their clients. Some features of beneficence in social work include acting in the best interest of the client, promoting the well-being of clients, and providing effective and evidence-based interventions. The third ethical principle is non-maleficence. Non-maleficence means to do no harm. In social work, this principle means that social workers have a duty to avoid harming their clients. Some features of non-maleficence in social work include avoiding harm to clients, taking steps to minimize the risk of harm, and being aware of the potential for harm in any intervention. The fourth ethical principle is justice. Justice refers to the obligation to be fair and equitable. In social work, this principle means that social workers have a duty to treat all clients fairly and equally. Some features of justice in social work include treating all clients equally and without discrimination, advocating for the rights of marginalized and oppressed groups, addressing social injustices and inequalities. The fifth ethical principle we'll be discussing is fidelity. Fidelity refers to the obligation to be faithful and keep promises. In social work, this principle means that social workers have a duty to maintain the trust of their clients. Some features of fidelity in social work include maintaining confidentiality and privacy of clients, being honest and transparent with clients, and keeping professional boundaries and avoiding dual relationships. That concludes the tutorial on common ethical principles in social work. These ethical principles provide a framework for ethical decision-making in social work. Social workers must consider these ethical principles when making decisions that affect their clients and strive to balance competing ethical obligations. In some cases, there might be tensions between these principles, and social workers must use their professional judgment to make difficult decisions.